We got us a hot one here today, 82 degrees, and we're in Houston, so what do you expect? But we got our first game of our week 5 of the CWSFL, where we have our Vancouver Lancers taking on your Houston Stags. Houston's here looking for their first one of the season, while Vancouver's got one. So both teams so far have not had the most exciting first 4 weeks. There's been some hopeful things on the Stags side of the ball, like on their offense. Their offense has been moving great. It's just their defense hasn't really been able to get the stops needed to pull out some victories. And the same kind of goes for the Lancers. AJ Carter's looked very good with his receivers Benblock and Cobb. It's just, again, the defense can't make the stops when needed. And if defense can't get off the field, it's hard to get these victories. And it's plays like that, or things like that kind of have gotten in the way of, honestly, a good start to the season for both of these teams. This should be a good one, though, today, as Johnny Mutton Chops and Tatum Washington get to face off against their former team, so they're looking to want to get a win on this one, as I know they're fired up. And then when you're on the Lancers side of things, AJ Carter, man, he has been preaching all week to his team that, you know, the season's not over and there's still a lot of games to be played. They just need to come out this week and get a W. And with that, we'll see AJ Carter's offense out first. And we'll look to see what they'll be able to do on this one. As it doesn't look like Richardson knows where to run here, as he couldn't quite make up his decision. Off rip, we're going to see a pass over to the tight end, Jason Brzee Jr. Jason Brzee Jr. has definitely done his traveling so far around the league. You know, has been on a few different teams, and now we get to see what he can do with the Lancers. As Bigger Dishwasher, the rookie running back, who got the start, I believe, in week 3 over Boateng, and has looked very good since. Just like that, the Lancers are already across midfield. And it brings up a 3rd and 3 here. First third down of the game. And it's another wide receiver screen out wide, but it's all right. Benblock picks up a huge gain there. He's brought down from behind, but not after picking up 38. And a toss to the outside. Dishwasher is going to run in for 5 and a touchdown. And just like that, the Lancers are on the board first here on the road. And they're going for 2 just like that. Ooh, finds his little guy out for a 2-point conversion. And we see a touchback here from Greg Johnson. And what's crazy about these two teams is the Lancers are finally going to get to go up against their first-round pick, Steve Yandi, who was drafted by the Lancers and then eventually traded later on in the draft, or later on in that next week, over to the Houston Stags. So I know he's going to be looking to have a very big game here in this one, as kind of like a shouldn't have traded me type of situation. And Johnny Mutton Chops was almost gone on that one, as he's able to pick up 49. Wow. Johnny is running. Give it up the middle to Otto Jerebko. Ooh! He was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling all the way to a chain gang. and a 2nd and short. You know, I haven't really seen a team have as effective tight end runs as the Stags have this year. Johnny Muntchops misses one in the backfield. Could have been a negative yards on this play, but instead is able to pick up 4, get it to 1st and goal, and he's on the 1-yard line. Everybody knows the 1-yard line is a difficult situation if, you know, you watched that Duke Clemson game last night. Ooh! Jeez Louise, Emery Phelps. 2-yard loss. 3rd down. Dang, I'm telling you, this 1 yard is dangerous. Now they're on the 2-yard line. They're going to toss it to the outside, and Johnny Muntchops is lit up by Ballard Squared. Wow, he ain't felt a hit like that since he was in practice with Vancouver. Ooh, 4-down territory, I'm assuming, because... Oh, wow, the Vancouver Lancers come up with a huge stop. Emery Phelps said, no, sir. Ooh, that was nasty. How do you get all the way to your 1-yard line and you can't punch it in? Oh, I know that's frustrating. We see a nice run on the outside to Bigger Dishwasher, and he's able to pick up 10 and a 1st down. Give him 39 now on the day. Up until this run right here, Dishwasher was averaging about around 8-9 yards per carry. There he is. Woo! Wide open Jason Barazzi down the sideline, and he's able to pick up 41. And he has now 2 for 50 on the day, and that'll do it for the end of your 1st quarter. Wow, that one flew by. And it's currently 8-0 right now. The Stags are cross midfield, or the Lancers are cross midfield into Stags territory. And Bigger Dishwasher right now is running and gunning on this Houston's defense. There he is. Woo! CJ Richardson with an amazing route right there and is able to pick up 31 and put this thing into another 1st and goal, Vancouver. They're going to try to take it up the middle. Ooh, I thought he had it. Ooh, man, he's about to get me up out my seat on that one. Ooh, I thought he was about to go through like 6 defenders right there and still make it in the end zone. It's because they can't see him. He's like, what, 5'8"? There he is. Oh, hit in the end zone, but it don't matter. He's in there for 2. And I'm not just talking 2 touchdowns. Just like that, the Vancouver Lancers have jumped out to a huge little early lead of 15-0. As we got about 4 minutes left to go in this 2nd quarter. Oh, Tatum Washington has a ton of time there in the pocket, and he's able to find a McBite for 26. Wow, how did that one not get intercepted? Went right into 2 Lancers defenders and instead squeezed through both and caught by the Stags. They're now in the red zone. Ooh! Otto Jerebko thought he had it room, and Emery Phelps just busted his shoulder to pieces. He said, Oh, man. Tatum Washington thought he had him right there, but I guess Jerebko's shoulder is still hurt on that one because he's not able to reach out for it. Emory Phelps might have just injured him. Oh! Johnny Munton drops his laid out on the toss to the outside. Bring up 4th down. You hope they go to kick it. Their kicker hasn't been very good this season, so I'm not sure if it'll be able to make it. Oh, just barely. 42 yards. Wow. Spectacular right there. 15-3. Oh, they try a wide receiver run with C.J. Richardson. Big Tyree, the rookie, blows it up. Now here's an interesting fact for you. C.J. Richardson has probably like negative 13 rushing yards now on the season and probably negative like 23 on his career. If the Lancers have not figured it out last year, they haven't seemed to figure it out in 5 weeks through this second season for Richardson. But wide receiver runs for him don't work. Ooh! That man just got laid out by a bigger dishwasher. Ooh! He said, let me get you right back. Rookie on rookie crime right there. Three-yard completed pass right there, but it doesn't matter. It's going to lead to a timeout. We got about a minute remaining here in the second quarter. Oh, man. Jaden Harrison is able to come up with the stop against his former team. As Bigger Dishwasher had a ton of green grass ahead of him, but Jalen stretched out and was able to bring down the tackle. Incredible punt by Greg Johnson. A 50-yard boomer for Greg Johnson. Wow. Cam Jones. Somebody stop that man. That man just got 83 yards and the Stags called timeout, and they're looking in 1st and goal here from the 10-yard line. There he is, wide open. Otto Jerebko. Looks like that shoulder injury ain't causing much problems to him now. I saw him enter the tent last drive, or at the end of that last drive. It's good to see him back out there now, and he gets 6. And they're going for... What? I don't know if I've ever seen a wide receiver screen just get dropped like that. Just incomplete. Oh, man. Talk about some sloppy football today. Be about 1 second here. We'll see one play before we head it to halftime. What do y'all got? Over, or what do y'all got here? Runner pass. Ooh, they're going to air it out. See, I thought they were just going to give it a little run outside Bigger Dishwasher. But no, didn't happen. They're going to step pad with A.J. Carter. And here from the Lone Star Stadium, we are now at halftime. We got two down, and we got 2 more to go. This is a good one here, as the Vancouver Lancers are winning it 15-9. Man, and the Stags get ball to start the second half, as they are going to try to find a way to get back into that end zone after they finished the half strong. Was able to close the gap, which could be 15-3 right now, but instead they were able to get that touchdown late. in that second quarter to push this thing over to 15-9, and we got ourselves a good one on our hands. It's the first game of week 5, and man, it's a close one. If the Stags can find a way to get some points here, and then pressure's on the Lancers. As they're trying not to let this thing slip away. Ooh! Johnny Muntchops hasn't seen nothing good come from this run game since that first quarter. He started off just running all over him, and the Lancers have made their adjustments. Oh, I spoke too soon. Picks up 11 right there and brings it to a 3rd and 3. Houston really needs to convert here. Going 0-2 right now on 3rd downs. If they can't get this, that goes to over. Fumble! Woo! Don't tell me. Oh, man. Robert Cronin picks up the fumble recovery. But, oh, that definitely was forced by Emery Phelps because he has been a bruiser with anyone that runs up that middle. That is not the way you wanted to come out and start this this 3rd quarter if you were Houston. And then also, how do you just pass up an interception like that? Wide open, threw it right to you. Had a chance to get it right back. Man, a bigger dishwasher can get some wheels. Could have been gone. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Man, I thought Bimlek had that. Wow, they're going for it on 4th and 4. And they get it and more. Bigger dishwasher is in there for 23 yards and a 1st down, 1st and goal, Vancouver. Touchdown. Give it to him. Hat trick for the rookie. He's having himself a breakout game. If only the Lancers could get a hold of him. If you know, you know. This man's looking like a legit Darren Sproles with the Eagles right now. I mean, he's got the green. He's 5'8", doing a little bit on the run, pass game. Man, somebody need to find his agent and get in contact with him. This thing is 23-9 right now. We got 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd. The difference in this game is not the Stags' offense or defense. It's the fact that they haven't been able to take advantage of the situations. They were in a 1st and goal situation on the 1-yard line and can't punch it in 4 plays. They come out when they're down by a possession to start the 3rd quarter and have an opening drive fumble. Things like that is not how you get back in this game. And no gain right there as Tatum Washington tries to get rid of the sack or get away from the sack, and he does. And he looked like he had room to run, but doesn't get anything. And Johnny Muntchops finally breaks off 1 tackle on the outside and is able to pick up 11 on an outside run that started off the game very well and then slowly started to disappear. So it's good to see this back. Ooh, what did I tell you? It was starting to disappear. 5-yard loss for Big TJ. We got us a huge 2nd and 15 here. Gets it over to Otto Jerebko. He's able to pick up 9 on this one as it's, or give him 11. My bad. Can't do math. And we got a 3rd and 4. Oh, man. Otto Jerebko is having himself a day. Give him a 7-yard catch for a 1st down. These outside runs have not been nearly as effective for the Stags, as they usually are coming into this game. Wow, that was a dot right there, right over the linebacker's head into Otto Jerebko's hands. Man, Tatum Washington throwing dots out here looking like Kelsey Plum. Dang, Otto, you trying to put your team on the back, do a little bit of everything. As that'll do it for the third quarter. We got the fourth quarter popping up now, and it is 23-9. The Stags still have the ball. They're across midfield, and they need to find a way to get points up on the board because they have not done that yet in the second half. Sack! We got a sack! Lucas Jacks, the rookie, 9-yard loss. Ooh, Simeondi tried to get the little sidestep there to get a first down. Doesn't happen. Can only get 8. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3. They have to go for this if they're trying to play for a win. And they're going with a run. It works, though. Whatever it takes. 6 yards. And gets a first down. Sack! Give it to him! Emery Phelps! He is having a day! Ooh, Otto Jerebko gets 7 on that one. Jerebko now has 7 receptions, and he has like 3 or 4 rushing attempts. So the game plan is very, very much Jerebko heavy. Good to see Cam Jones again, as he now has 3 receptions for 98 yards. Would like to see, try to see him get it in his hands more. There he is, Cam Jones. What did I tell you? It's like they got me mic'd up or something. 14-yard touchdown, Cam Jones. They try to make this thing a little bit closer gap, as they're going to go for 2 on it. And they got their choices. I know Jerebko holds on to it while getting hit. Give him a 2-point conversion to add to his great day. Wow. 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 Bin block. 71 yards. And Bin block finishes off this drive with a 4-yard catch and score. Woo! Vancouver's offense is looking incredible right now. Give it to him. Bigger dishwasher. Just added on to an already incredible performance by him. Dang, Emery Phelps. Another sack. Come on, man. What can't you do? And we have a huge fourth down on our hands right now. It's 4th and 24. It's 31-17. Yep. That'll be the closer right there, as they are not able to pick up a 4th and 24. I mean, that was nearly going to be impossible to do anyway. But it just didn't come close at all. And it looks like the Lancers are going to try to run this one out. But big Tyree with another rookie-on-rookie crime. Man, this is an exciting one so far, though. The Lancers' offense has been insane today. Wow. So now that Tyree wants to step up and start making these tackles for loss happen on bigger dishwasher. It's 3rd and 15. A fumble! Go the other way, big man. Come on. Recovered by Jim. And he didn't know which way to run. So he just ran sideways. Well, that's exciting. Cam Jones comes in with the second touchdown of the day. Gives him 187 yards receiving on 7 receptions. But what good does that do? That just makes the score look closer, man. We needed that 12 minutes ago. Oh, my. Oh, man. Wow. How you drop that 2-point conversion? You already scored at the end of the game to try to make the score look quicker or look a little closer. And, man, you dropped the 2-point conversion. I'd be having my head down in my hands like you are right there on the bleachers. But that wasn't a very exciting game. The Lancers win this one 32-23. Those are those fans out there that are just going to look at the score probably think this is closer than what it was. But the people that watch this game know the Lancers dominated every performance of this game. And there is a reason why Bigger Dishwasher is your player of the game because, well, he had 16 for 81, 3 touchdowns, and 7 receiving yards. He just had the best game of his career so far. Give him the hat trick. This one's 31-23. As the Lancers now move to 2-3 on the season, and the Houston Stags fall to 0-5. As AJ Carter was able to go for over 200 and have himself a touchdown. Ben Block was his favorite target. Bigger Dishwasher as well did exactly what was needed of him. And got himself player of the game honors. But Emery Phelps definitely deserved that honorable mention. Man, 5 tackles, 5 of them for loss, 2 sacks. Wow. And Marcus Jackson as well coming in with 2 sacks. This is a really good defensive performance by that front 4 of the Vancouver Lancers. And if you're the Houston Stags, I mean, you can't be too upset with your quarterback. Tatum Washington went 18 for 23, over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. No interceptions, only 2 incompletions. Cam Jones had an incredible game. Otto Jerebko did exactly what was needed from him, except he had a bad fumble when it wasn't needed. Oh, man, that was a bad time for a fumble too. But Johnny Muttonchops he struggled out there tonight, 12 for 79. Didn't look like his usual Johnny self. Hopefully he'll be able to bounce back next week. I think he should be able to. He's one of the better running backs in the league. Defensively, not much happened. Big Tyree had 5 tackles, 4 of them for loss, but a lot of that came at the end when it was too little, too late. But he does look to have a very promising future here, as he's been having a great rookie season. Not a whole lot for either team special teams wise. And that'll do it for our first game of Week 5 of the CWSFL. Your Vancouver Lancers come into Houston and take this one 31-23. Home field advantage has been a very, very weird thing this season. Unless your game of the week, home field advantage has not really been a thing, which is insane to me. But We appreciate y'all watching this one. This was a fun game to get us started off. If you are checking out here, we'll see y'all next week. But if you're going to continue on over to the rest of the games with us, and man, we got us a good one coming up. We got us the number one team in the league. The Minnesota Polar Bears traveling to take on the worst team in the league in the Salt Lake City Comets. Man, those can be some of the most exciting games because you got one team that's got everything to play for and another team that's got nothing to lose. So it's like anything can happen. And as everyone knows, any given sim. But that'll do it for this one as the Lancers are able to beat the Stags here. This is a very exciting game. And we appreciate y'all watching and tuning in. We'll catch y'all over at our next game. That'll be coming up here in just a few. But we'll see you over there.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special installment of the afternoon game. We are in the West currently with the Minnesota Polar Bears and the Salt Lake City Comets at Comet Field in Salt Lake City. All right, Xerox, if you want to hit it, here are the matchups.
We got us an exciting one today. And this one, you kind of want to see what Xavier Langham has for this one. As a quarterback who was very dominant last season and then has had a very shaky year 3 to his career, is probably facing the best secondary he's came across so far this season. And it's going to be a very tough test for him. And then when he's got a young running back in Geno McFly, you'd hope you can lean on him. But also, you haven't really seen him face competition quite like this one yet.
Yeah, and I do want to bring up, too, that not only are they facing a pretty strong secondary, they are facing Apollo Pickington. They're facing one of the best players in the league. Just especially on defense, it's, I have hope in the same way that, I can hope that that tomorrow I'll find $1 million on the street. But you know what? It's always a possibility. I'll leave it open.
I think the real thing on this game is going to be just Greg Olsen coming back to where it all started for him. A Comets legend, probably will eventually be in a Comets Hall of Fame, jersey retired, all that.
Oh, for sure.
But now he's back. He's back where it all started. He gets to face off against them. Probably score a few touchdowns on them, maybe rub it in their face a little bit. But it'll be good for him to be back home.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
You got David De La Cruz though as the young face of the Comets defense, and he's one that has really looked up to Apollo Pickington though throughout his career in the CWSFL. So it's kind of a good moment for him as he gets to play his hero.
I will say, we'll release this. De La Cruz will be watching, and then he'll be like, "What are you talking about? I never said that."
Nobody wants to admit they're going up against their hero when they're playing against them.
Yeah. They trying to play it cool and all that.
It's all right. We know, though. We know.
Yeah. All right. So looking at it, we have some great returners and a great kicker and punter in Joanna Man for the Polar Bears. However, as always, the Comets are playing with a McBot, so expect to see a lot of Polar Bear returns on those kicks and some interesting punt returns, to say the least. Maybe we'll see how those field goals go for the Comets, but I think the special teams are going to be really interesting. It's always a chaotic battlefield whenever they come out, and this is just going to elevate that.
Oh, most definitely. Greg Olsen was able to get him I believe a couple kick return or punt returns last season, and he hasn't seen one yet this season, but it'll probably end up being this game that it happens.
All right, let's take a look at our rivals today, and it's going to be Hex Holy Cross, Reggie Watt, and Mr. Cloud.
Having Reggie Watt as a boosted player on the D-line is very dangerous.
All right, we have Jack Mao. He's been pretty active after every game, asking how he's been doing. We have Chad, rocking the 00, and then we have McBot, the edge rusher, no relation to the other McBots on the team. All right, the coin flip is up, and it's tails. What does this mean? All right, SLC will kick first.
We'll get to see
Okay.
this very talented Polar Bears offense come out on the field first.
Ooh,
They could strike
it
quick.
it looks like most of the Comets special teams are McBots. And yep, there we go. Is that going to be a kick return touchdown? Is this where we're going to...
Off
Oh my God.
rip! Off rip! 94 yards to the house! Jackson Sultan said, Devin Hester, who?
I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't know it was going to be this bad.
Wow, I mean, I thought Greg Olsen was the run return, and I thought he was going to have him return or two this game. It said they bring out Jackson Sultan, and he says, not so fast.
Oh, and most of that front line for the Polar Bears is still McBots too. Thank
Oh,
thank God they
wow.
got touchback. That's probably the most yards they're going to get.
Oh, wow, man. I was excited to see the Polar Bears offense come out, and they said, wait a minute. Drew Davis,
I
stay
mean,
over there.
oh my. That's one of our rivals today too. Hex Holy Cross.
That's one of the most exciting starts to a CWSFL game I think I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't see football like this.
Sack! Ooh, what it? Polar Bears is on. Man, what do they got in them right now? They fired up.
I I think. Oh my God. Hey, positive yardage. Get that
Wow.
man the MVP for the Comets.
Gino McFly is one that needs about probably 25 touches this game because it might be the only thing that
Yeah.
will keep him moving.
Oh my God, and they're 4th and 12, kicking from their own 16.
Yeah, kick it
Ooh,
out of bounds. That is a
yeah.
great job for that punter. Oh, man, that is very smart right there. Don't even let him get a chance.
Oh, for sure. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm excited to see what Drew Davis can do. And already,
Wow. Dot to Mr. Clout out wide, 27.
I'm just glad they were able to stop him.
I'm still trying to figure out how they just started a kickoff or started this game with a kick return.
I
Sack! Ooh, who is it?
Big
What?
Bot!
9-yard
Bot!
loss? Wow. I didn't think I'd see a single sack from the Comets today.
Oh my God. Ooh, ooh.
And that is why he's an athlete, not just a running back.
Micah Pope proving to everyone once again he should have stayed.
39-yard catch and score. Broken tackle or two on his way into the end zone. I'm telling you, man, Micah Pope's one of the best athletes we have here in the
Yeah.
CWSFL.
Oh no, for sure. I really do appreciate the man.
He,
And I'm so glad that he is able to actually be on a team where he can, find success and just really, really just pummel opponents because he needed that.
yeah, and he's on a team that he can actually enjoy and actually say he's glad to be there.
Yeah. Ooh, and getting it out just in time for a 20-yard catch by the McBot.
That was a very positive play right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. And ooh, that's actually a pretty impressive run from the Salt Lake City Comets. Geno McFly. I'm telling you, Geno McFly needs to just get the ball every single time.
Gino McFly needs that Pegasi season 4 offense where it's Melly Perez, and that was it.
Yeah. Ooh, but he's unable to get the 1 yard to get a first down. So this may actually spell trouble for them.
I've seen more teams struggle to get 1 yard in the past 24 hours than I think I ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say even my simulations to kind of see how this week would go. It just seemed like everyone was having a bad time. Oh, he's
Ooh.
going for it.
I kind of thought that play would have been scrapped from the playbook. It had success the first few games, but last week it really cost them a win against the Lancers. Didn't expect to see that
Yeah.
one today.
Ooh. Yeah, didn't have a
Matt
chance. He
Woodson,
just
give it to him.
yeah,
Outside linebacker is coming in with some heat for a 9-yard loss.
it's incredible.
Screen, and it goes nowhere.
Oh boy.
Big
Stop
new
by new
player.
player.
You know, new player. Look, man, new player has had a very like quiet rookie season so far, and it doesn't need to be that quiet. Man, he's been a lockdown corner over there, and
Oh
he's
my
only
god,
a
is that
rookie.
1 yard line? That's a pin by the McBot.
Hey, ever since that kick return started,
Hey.
this punter's been amazing.
Yeah, no. Hey, you know what? You can't fault the kicker for the, special teams touchdown, right?
No, sack
Oh,
or safety? What the?
Patrick McBot.
They got
No
points.
way.
Oh man, this is insane. Oh, we're
And we have a kick return too.
he gonna take it to the
Oh my god.
house. Oh wow, still got 28 on that. That's still a good return
I was gonna say the fact that he shook off a tackle is insane.
because
I was
he
gonna
had
say
no blocking.
no, he really didn't.
Not a single single Comet help. Oh wow,
Oh,
he
you know
got
what?
rocked.
It's better that he dropped that pass than keep it and lose two. Let's
Oh,
be
most
honest.
definitely. Hex Holy Cross he's been flying all over the field so far in this one.
All right, they're dropping back to pass. They're,
Ooh.
oh, I thought that was going to be an interception.
I thought he had it too. Yeah. All I'm seeing though right now is McBot's making plays for the Comets. When are we going to see some of their actual players start to step up?
Yeah, I don't understand how the McBots. Okay, well, again, McBot, but I was gonna say I was watching that O line and I saw straight down the middle and I was like, it. I just stopped my words mid sentence because I was like, shoot. No, but able to turn something into, well, nothing into something.
There he is. Ayo. Ayo Adele.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Okay, they're probably gonna pass. It looks like. Instead, going for the inside handoff. Did they gain anything? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Big Nate Ironside came in quick to close that hole.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like the Comets' biggest weakness is actually this O line, which is weird to say. But yeah, it looks like
It's the big boy and the big boys in the trenches for the Comets that hurt them. No O line, no D line. It's hard to win when you don't have the big boys up front.
I mean, hey, no. I think the D line is fine. They got a safety, remember?
Hey, they did get I don't know how they got a safety. They're playing probably a top
Hill.
3 offensive line right now, and we're managed to pull out a safety out Drew Davis. Wow.
Oh my god. Oh, it's probably just that the bots are too good. Ooh,
Try to run another screen.
green for nothing.
Yeah. Try to run a screen and worked a little better than the last one, but still nothing.
Man, these Comets, 1 for 4 on third down conversions, insane. Oh no!
He had a lot of
Oh,
bluegrass ahead of him right there.
McFly just needs to be faster.
That's tough when you try to get an outside run to a power back.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Here comes another amazing pin. Oh, I thought he was
Oh
going to catch it
no.
right there at the 1 again. Instead, we see a touchback, and that's going to be good little field position for the Polar Bears now.
Okay, let's check this out. Ooh, straight down the middle, and it's gonna be. Oh my god, that's going 42 yards. Micah Pope, 42 yards. Okay.
The Micah Pope.
Yeah, you know what? We should start a new slogan around here. Worship the Pope.
Oh, the rookie right there. Mr. Big.
All right. By the way, that joke is funnier when you are engaged with someone who's Catholic. All right, and it's going to be a touchdown.
Oh, man. See, this is why you can't celebrate too early, no matter who you're playing.
Jack Mao, critical stop by the rookie.
And there's only 2 seconds left before half. Wow, this has been a quick first half. Oh, it's blocked! This O-line is awful today.
No way.
Eduardo McBot.
No way.
Dang, and we're already through 2. And so far the players of the game is based off a opening kick return and a McBot who's gotten a safety, and their only points.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, you just gotta take a minute to wrap your head around what we just witnessed through the first 2 quarters. As you know, I don't know if I've really ever been a part of a game that's been like this.
Oh God, I love this league so much.
Hey, any given sim, but we're currently at the half. Polar Bears are winning this one 14-2 against your Salt Lake City Comets. The Comets will start off with the ball to start the third quarter. Maybe we'll be able to see them do something here to try to close this gap, but they're going to have to try to get something going here soon.
Do you know how badly I want the Comets to do something here?
I would love to see the Comets find a way to close this gap a little bit more.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if they're going to be able to score a touchdown, but I think that they've done some incredible work.
That should have been an interception right there by Apollo Pickington.
Yeah, you can kind of tell that the Polar Bears aren't really, taking care of this game.
Yeah, they kind of. I don't want to say it looks like they've been taking some plays off in this one, but they definitely aren't too worried about stopping and catching their breath.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh. 1 for 5. That's
1 for 5, and you're only down 12. 4th and
Yeah.
5 on the opening drive of the third quarter. This is not the way that the Comets wanted to come out of that locker room. But you see probably one of the best punters of week 5 today.
Ooh.
That was great coverage right there.
Yeah, no, for sure. I actually, you know what? I just realized I don't actually know how those numbers down there align. I don't know if they count special teams. But Clout with a 31-yard catch, as is expected.
I think special teams are included in that, but I'm not 100%. But
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Ooh. The little sidestep right there. Did you see that?
That little sidestep's kind of cool. I'm a fan of the fan of the sidesteps. Sometimes it doesn't work, but when it works, it's nice.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, wow! I thought he was getting in there.
Oh, I did too. The fact that they were able to stop that is massive.
Yeah, because teams have been struggling here recently to punch it in at the goal line, so if the Comets can find a way to come up with a stop here. Never mind.
And there we go.
Micah Pope
says,
give me 2 on the day.
I was going to say, I think Micah Pope is, in fact, the most just efficient member of their offense.
Micah Pope doesn't get a whole lot of, he doesn't get much of the workload of this Polar Bears offense, but when he gets an opportunity, he goes crazy.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
And now it's 21-2. Comets are back out on offense for the second time this third quarter. And there's Pickington with the interception.
Pickington!
Wow. Paulo Pickington.
They're going to punish them now, aren't they?
Yep, that's about where I was going into until that interception happened. The Comets are now starting to see this thing really, really fall out of their hands.
Clout with the 46-yard catch. Who would have guessed?
He now has 3 receptions for 104 yards on the day. Talk about,
Talk about dominant. Jeez.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, no,
And
no,
that
actually,
is
deflected.
Drew
De La
Davis's
Cruz.
first incompletion.
Yeah, De La Cruz on the ball.
Wow.
Listen, any given play, right?
You know, they're trying to
Like
make it
Pope.
difficult for him, but
Yeah, honestly, at this point, I just hand the ball off to Micah Pope and call it good.
most definitely. And Micah Pope now has a hat trick on the day. And what's crazy is Micah Pope is now the second running back today to record a hat trick of 3 touchdowns.
Really?
Bigger Dishwasher was able to get it done earlier with the Lancers. But now Micah Pope follows in those footsteps.
Ooh. Man. God, yeah. I could have sworn that those Stags were better, actually.
You know, the
Go ahead, go ahead.
the problem with the Stags is the offense is fine. It's just the defense can't ever get off the field.
Oh, yeah. Well, to be honest, it's like, it sounded like they kind of beat themselves from what you were talking about.
That's
Like,
about what it was. You know, they had 4 plays to punching in from the 1-yard line. Can't get it done. It's a 1-score game. They're moving the ball. Johnny Mutton Chops fumbles.
yeah, I was going to say, those fumbles will kill you.
And then it was like when they needed to most, they needed to get to their best player, Cam Jones, and couldn't do it. But yet Cam Jones was like had like 7 receptions for like 140 yards or something like that. So it's
Yeah.
like when they got it to him, unstoppable. But sack, who is it?
Ooh.
Oscar Scott.
Scott.
Man, it seems like every sack today has been a 9-yard loss.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 1 for 6. Oh God, I was gonna say. I think we mentioned this earlier, where it's like the first quarter is that's another sack by Blackman.
The
But
big
no, I think
linebacker flying in.
I think we mentioned this earlier though, but it does seem like the first and second quarters are always a tough fight, and then you get into the back half of the game, and that's when things come out.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where if you can survive the first half of a game, then it gets real when the second half comes.
For sure. Well, even if you like, quote unquote survive, doesn't mean that you're going to, actually do anything in the second half, right? I mean, we've seen that
And
with the Turkey comeback. We've seen that here today.
it's one of those when you're in the first half, it's anything really happens, but as soon as you get to that second half of the game, it's like things start to fall into place the way it was kind of supposed to, and it never really lets up after that.
Hey, 4:20 left.
And would you look at that? It's
And
28-2.
Micah Pope, I mean, does he ever go down truly?
Those legs don't stop moving.
No, they really don't. They really don't. That's 84 yards on rushing alone. 16.8 average? No way. Oh, and that's nasty.
Wow.
No.
6 for 117 and a touchdown just on the ground, but two in the air. Wow.
Yeah, watch. It's just gonna keep going up.
Yep. What's crazy
Yep.
is Micah Pope is probably one of the best 3-down backs that we have here.
Oh, for sure. I was gonna say Micah Pope. Do you think he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame? I think that his tenure with the Dragons definitely put a hamper on things. But as a player, especially for the Polar Bears, he's definitely up there.
Now, Micah Pope is now in for another touchdown. Give him 2 on the ground, 2 receiving. And to answer your question, I do think Micah Pope will be in the Hall of Fame. That time with the Dragons definitely did hurt his, I guess, career. Maybe his...
His I guess, career. No, go on.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't do horrible with them. It was just, there was a whole lot, I think, outside, like a lot of the noise and stuff that went along with Micah Pope kind of, I guess, brought it down a little bit more.
I mean, hey, the Dragons still made it to the playoffs and to the
Yep,
Gold Bowl
yep.
their inaugural season, which is Nothing to laugh at. No joke, right?
The team success was there. It's just a lot of, I guess, the outside stuff that came with Micah Pope kind of, I guess, hurt what he was doing as a player because he was still good with the Dragons.
Oh, for sure. Ooh, and
And he
thrown to
comes,
the McCod.
wow, give him 9. But when he gets back, when he was originally with the Polar Bears, I'm not really sure what was going on then. I wasn't around for that time. But now that he's back with the Polar Bears, Dunk hasn't been quite as crazy on some of this stuff with his noise, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean he's been doing pretty well with the managing the Knights in the devs, correct?
Indeed, they're right now they're the best team in the Dev League.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
led
that's awesome
behind
news.
potential could be first overall pick quarterback Hunter Jackson.
Yeah, well, I will say I am just rooting for a Dunk comeback, to be honest.
Wow, Nate Ironsides just lit Xavier Langham up right there in that
Yeah,
third down.
3rd and 2 could have been done, but honestly at this point I think you just go for it.
Yeah, I think you have to. Wow, should
Ooh,
he got rocked when
instant.
he caught that? Yeah,
Should player caught that.
I have a bold prediction that if old Hunter Jackson, I think right now I hear the Around the World Sports Network is working on a mock
Ooh,
draft, like a mid-season mock draft, and
okay.
they got him currently I think at the top 3. You know, a little sneak peek for you, but
Yeah.
there's talks that if he slips in that first round, Polar Bears could be looking for their Drew Davis
Ooh,
replacement out of him.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, how old is Drew Davis at this point?
Well, he entered his 7th season this year, so
Okay.
regression. A
So,
fumble!
no way.
Wow! Bud Light picked it
No
up.
way.
Micah Pope fumbled after having an incredible game so far. Coughs it up right there. It's not
God.
gonna matter, but I mean, still, that's gotta hurt a little bit after having such a good game.
And Xavier Langham with the
Fumble
key.
right back.
Fumbled
What?
again.
Oscar Scott picks it up and he's taken off. It's oh my gosh! And there's 5 seconds. The Polar Bears are gonna add a field goal. Oh man.
Who let this game go through? Who
Oh
looked at the
bro.
schedule and said, yeah, this is okay. Yeah, we're gonna allow this. No way. No way. Juana, man, why did you do that today?
Oh my gosh! There's no way that we're really watching this right now. I would have my
Oh my
hands in
God.
my face like you right now too.
Oh
Woo.
my God. Mine are.
They're talking about please drive home safely. Man, I think people are still trying to figure out what just happened.
To be honest, uh, this is why the Comets fans drink. Let's be honest.
And to be in Salt Lake City. Sheesh.
Yeah, I was gonna say SLC is gonna be looking like Chicago pretty soon.
Man, I don't know how many more fans are about to be showing up to some of these games, but it looks like Michael Pope is going to be your player of the game after an
And
incredible performance.
yeah, and just to clarify, by that I mean just the insane amount of drinking that goes on in Chicago. Oh my God.
Oh, there's going to be a lot happening right now in Salt Lake City after this 0-5 start for the Comets.
Oh, for sure. Here, you talk about the game a little bit and the stats, and I'm gonna pull up a quick stat.
So the Polar Bears are able to travel into Salt Lake City. They take this thing 32-7. The only points the Comets were able to get was a safety in the first half. I still can't believe it happened, but according to the scoreboard, it did. and seems like a home field advantage still has yet to show up, as now both away teams have gotten it done in this one. And Drew Davis, 1 incompletion to go with 2 touchdowns, over 200 yards. Incredible game by him. Didn't even need to do much, but what he did was very efficient. He spread the ball out to a little bit of everybody. Clout had him a huge game with over 100 yards off 3 receptions. The big factor, though, on offense was Micah Pope, with picking up 40 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns and then 144 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns. Outside of that fumble, Micah Pope was unstoppable.
Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely insane. You know what? I'm glad that he's able to find a team and just just be so impactful. I don't even know the words to describe it.
Yep, I mean that's pretty much Michael Pope. This is probably one of his higher rushing attempt games he's had this season, but he usually doesn't get more than probably 10 rushes, but still finds a way to bring in like 5-6 receptions on top of that. And man, Michael Pope's efficient in a lot of ways. And then when you look defensively, Paulo Pickington was able to get an interception. Oscar Scott was able to record a fumble recovery along with 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Nate Ironside had a tackle for loss and a sack. Man, this defense was flying all over the field, and it was something that the Comets had no answer for.
Okay, do you want to know something insane?
What you got?
Okay, so apparently, so Utah at the the average wine consumed in a month, or I guess these are gallons per year, 1.183 in wine, 1.032 in spirits, and 0.656 in, what was that, heavy beer, as compared to Chicago, where the average is 15.5 drinks each month, which is
Wow.
insane. But just over 17% of the population are binge drinkers.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's different up there in that Wisconsin, Illinois area.
Yeah, most definitely. And looks like Salt Lake City is going to be trying to figure out how they do it, because I know they're hurting right now.
Well, looking at the stats, it did look like the average drinking in Utah had been rising, and I think it might be because of the CWSFL.
Well, when your franchise over the past 3 seasons has won a total of 4 games, I mean, it's hard.
I'm gonna put my foot down real fast though and say the stats don't show just how competitive this game was for half of it, right? Like the Comets were impressive. We were really impressed by what they were doing.
I mean, coming out into the third quarter, we were talking about if they could find a way to make something happen. They're still right back in it. It was only a 12-point game.
Yeah. Well, you can't win them all, I guess.
That is true. Can't win them all. But that'll do it for this game 2 of Week 5 of the CWSFL, as the Minnesota Polar Bears have moved on to 5-0 now, while the Comets fall to 0-5, with the Bears winning this thing 37-2, as the only points coming from the Comets was a big safety on defense. This was a lot of fun, though. Like we said, the score and the stats are not going to quite show how competitive this game was. Comets never gave up. Polar Bears, shaky start, but eventually figured it out. And it ended up still being a good game, even though it was a 35-point win for the Polar Bears.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely a great fun game to watch.
It was, and it was a good one. It's time that we're gonna have to wrap this one up, though. We got us a good one waiting on us coming up next. In our Pharaohs and in the Pegasi, a big divisional matchup right there. Both teams are still in position to make the playoffs, so it's a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
We'll see y'all over there. And here we are with our third game of the day. It's at 96 degrees. It's a crazy hot one here at Pegasi Park. But we got us a divisional matchup between the Pharaohs traveling to take on the Pegasi. We got a really good one here. We got a huge rivalry going on. And a huge battle between Tom Brady Jr. taking on Jamari Woods. That is rookie on rookie. And let me tell you, they hate everything about each other. They can't stand each other. From the moment they stepped foot against each other in the Dev League. Same team, too. Same team. Former teammates on the Vipers. Whenever they showed up together, they couldn't stand it. Even when they was teammates, it was had causing problems. So this one's going to be very interesting to see Dingleberry or Damian Parrish Johnson can get things done when they got an angry Jamari Woods on the other side of them. Man, that one's going to be tough. And not only that, you got Jaquan Rios taking on one of his former teams, and he's got a tough secondary to go up against him. Rios and Noble are going to have to be guarded by Clay Gamble and Little Johnny, two of some of our best DBs that we have in the CWSFL. But this one should be a good one. We got two evenly matched teams, and man, they're ready to go. And Tom Brady Jr. is going to need every part of that two overall boost that he just got. Wow, both teams got a McBite on the boost. Let's kick it down to the field, though. Let's get this coin toss going. See who's going to start off with the ball and what's going to happen. We got us a good one on our hands. Let's get this show on the road. This is a tough one too, as this is one that's looking to try to shake up the division a little bit, shake up the standings, as we got the number 4 ranked team taking on the 5th ranked team. Man, and the difference between these teams is what? A game? No, they both might be 2-2. Let's see real quick. Let's see. Ooh, big play right there to Tristan Moore. Yeah, both these teams are 2-2 right now. And neither thought that they'd have the same record coming into week 5, but they do. So this is a big one. Wow. Wow. A big drop right there. Intercepted! Tom Brady Jr. has been intercepted off the first drive. I know that one was tipped by his receiver. Dingleberry should have caught that, but instead it was tipped, and it got picked off. And now Melly Perez is ready to get things started. He was just rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for 7 right there. Even ahead of spin move. I don't know if it was necessary, but he hit it. We give that one to the tight end, and he picks up 5. Seeing a lot more. I feel like we're seeing a lot more tight end runs than we're used to. Wow. Melly Perez give him a 27-yard run and put themselves into scoring position now as they're from the 5-yard line, and it's 1st and goal. And able to pick up 2 right there. Brings up 2nd and goal. Wow, hands it off to the tight end, picks up a 4-yard run, and gives it a touchdown for the Pegasi, and they are on the board first. And they're looking to take this thing now from 6-0 to 7-0 with a very good extra point. And it's straight through the uprights. Wow. Just like that. The tip drilled interception on Tom Brady Jr. turns into 7 points for the Pegasi, and that's how you win big games like this. You have to capitalize on your when you can force turnovers, and that's how you lose big games like this. You turn the ball over. Wow, hands it off to the McBot there. Ooh, gets that one out to Anthony Simmons, who Tom Brady Jr. had time in the pocket. He was moving around in the pocket and then threw cross field and was able to get that to Anthony Simmons. That's probably one of Tom Brady Jr.'s better plays in the league. And then he goes back to do that. Keystone Prince. Wow. And the Pharaohs are going to punt that straight into the end zone for a touchback. And Robert Toes comes up with a big play. Oh man, if Melly Perez would have, he broke that first tackle, but it slowed him down just enough for someone else to get him from behind. Ah man, if that didn't happen, Melly Perez was gone. Lightsaber balloon on his former team with a big third down stop on Melly Perez, and now they're going to punt it right back. And, you know, the Pharaohs should probably be pretty run heavy right now with Tristan Moore still in his prime, almost out of it though. You would think they'd be trying to capitalize on that instead of trying to put the ball in the hands of a rookie. And that one's deflected by McBot. Ooh, Damian Parris-Johnson gets 19 on that one. Parris-Johnson's then the most reliable target for Tom Brady Jr. Yeah, they went and traded for Dingleberry like 2 weeks ago. But the thing is, he just has not had enough time yet to build the chemistry with Tom Brady Jr. Speaking of Dingleberry, there he is for 7 yards right there. And look, Twerky Dingleberry is the best receiver on this Pharaohs. One of the best receivers in the East and in the CWSFL. The problem is Tom Brady Jr. won't throw to him. There's Big Lester with 15. Well, Tom Brady Jr. threw that right in between two guys and said, well, one of y'all should catch it. And neither did. Went for a deep shot there to Dingleberry, and the rookie, former number 2 overall pick in the season 7 draft, Dick Marco, comes up with the deflection. They're 3rd and 10 now. Haven't got a third down yet. Intercepted! Jamari Woods picked off Tom Brady Jr. You love to see that. That's the kind of rivalry we are wanting. Jamari Woods told you it was going to happen. Melly Perez with a huge run right there. Ooh, Melly Perez with a little sidestep right there. He still gets 7, but that sidestep might have hurt him on it. Get that over to Rios, right across the middle. Gets 7 on that. I was gonna move to a 2nd and 3rd. Ooh, man, Melly Perez was rumbling all over these guys. Melly Perez is currently at 7 attempts for 77 yards right now. Could easily add a touchdown to it right here. They're going to throw it. He's got options. Going to give it to the little guy, Kyle White, the fullback. Ooh, that one was nearly blocked on the outside, but instead it goes to 14-0. The Pegasi are winning this thing right now with a minute 21 remaining in the first half. Wow, we've seen more runs to this RB2 than we have to one of the best running backs in the league, and Tristan Moore. Not sure if Tristan Moore has found himself in the doghouse or not, but it's not looking good right now with that run game for the Pharaohs. Jonathan Lindell Kirk shows up huge for a 10-yard sack right there, and it is 3rd and 15. And they're going to run a screen out. Fumble! And it's picked up by Anthony Simmons, and he can't go anywhere with it. Wow, this is a, right now, disaster for your Pharaohs, as the Pegasi are just about getting whatever they want. They've had 2 interceptions, and now a fumble. Great closeout right there on the punt return. Way not to let Melly Perez get any room to run. Fumble! And he gave it right back, but this time it's a touchdown. A scoop and score for McBot. That's insane. No way that just happened. And they go for 2, and Damian Parrish Johnson gets it. Wow, way to really go through your progressions right there, Omar. I know that is right before the half. It was a play that meant nothing, maybe a little stat pads, but really good job going through your progressions right there. And that'll do it for the first half, as this has been a very interesting game. It's been, I guess, a defensive battle, even though the Pegasi are leading this thing right now, 14-8. But 8 points from the Pharaohs have came off a scoop and score fumble. And then the Pegasi have 2 interceptions on Tom Brady. So right now, this has been a defensive battle. It's been a lot of fun, and it's one that the Pegasi are looking to try to extend this lead on as they get ball first to start the third quarter. That one's deflected by Mr. Stark. Big Leon. Melly Perez with a big run to the outside. Give him 20 on that. Almost 100 yards now on the day. See, the Pharaohs are going to need to try to get a stop to get back into this one. Well, they're still in it. It's only a 1-score game, but with the way the Pegasi have been moving the ball. Big Bruce Willis. Bruce. Ooh. Big lightsaber balloon. Coming up with a third tackle for loss in this one. As we're going to see a 3rd and 14. A huge third down right here for the Pegasi. Wow. And they aren't able to get it. It's 4th and 11. You would think they're going to punt it here. And it's going to be a long way to go for the Pharaohs. They're going to have to march down the field now. But they got the stop they needed. Dang. What a punt right there. Big Jenkins, the rookie. Tristan Moore on his 2nd carry of the day. It's 12 on that, but only gives him 8 now on so far on this one. Just out of reach to Damian Parris-Johnson. Damian Parris-Johnson was able to break free from Jamari Woods. He found a gap between the corner and the safety. Tom Brady can't connect. He's able to get that one there to Tristan Moore, as they need to find a way to get him the ball a whole lot more in this one, as we got us at 3rd and 6. Wow! Dingleberry, 31 yards. I'm not so surprised that they just got the first down at 31 yards right there. What just surprised me was how beautiful of a pass that was by TB1. Dingleberry's ability to get open is just amazing. The footwork by that receiver and the release off the line of scrimmage is just dangerous. And way to hold your block. Oh, boo. Boo. He got the first down, man. Way to hold your block right there. As it's 3rd and inches, but nah, definitely got the first down. And they do get it this time after a 5-yard run for Tristan Moore. Ooh, get off me! Ah, no way. He got tackled at the half-yard line. The man has less than an inch to get into the end zone. You might as well QB sneak it right up the center. That works. Get in there, Tristan Moore. This is why they need to feed you the ball. Wait till this post-game press conference comes, man. We're going to be tearing the Pharaohs head coach or offensive coordinator up for not giving more of the ball. But the Pharaohs take their first lead of the game in this one with 24 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and it's 15-14. As that is just booted out the end zone. Almost went to be a souvenir for a fan. Dang, Melly. You really going to break 3 tackles just to get a 1-yard loss? Now, this doesn't really, I don't know. I guess this comes as a surprise to some, but also not at all. But Melly Perez is thinking about retiring after another season. Melly's always said, he's going to get to the full 10 seasons of his career. But he might just call it quits after season 8. A big run right there. Picks up 4. Not enough for the first down. And you're going to see another punt here by the Pegasi. And that is pinned. And that is an incredible punt right there by the Pegasi. Ooh, we nearly had a safety right there, but Damian Parrish-Johnson! Give it to him! 52 yards, 73 on the day, 5 receptions, and they are not in safety watch anymore. That was an incredible play right there. Damian Parrish-Johnson was able to reward Tom Brady Jr. staying in the pocket and just being patient on that and letting his receiver get open. Damian Parrish-Johnson! 42 yards to the house. The Pharaohs are extending this one. They're looking to make this an 8-point game. And let me tell you, this is a game that has the eyes and ears of the entire CWSFL. Wow. Talking about the accuracy on that one. Way to hit the goalpost. And it is, we have wow. We had a Omar drop back right there, and I wasn't quite sure what we was gonna see, but he had a lot of time, threw it a deep shot, and just wasn't able to connect. And we have a Lunark now that is wanted to be made known that he is, wanted to be made known that they are rooting for the Pegasi. And a run right up the middle there to the tight end as we have 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter. Well, 2:15 now. And it's a 2nd and 5. Pegasi are getting close to midfield. Ooh, big 3-yard completion right there to Noble. Broken tackle. Wasn't able to break the second. It's a 3rd and 1. 0 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. Noble! Galen Noble. With a huge touchdown right there. And the Pegasi are going to kick the extra point. Wow. It's a 1-point game with a minute 32. Or a minute 35. This is insane right now. This is literally insane. Woo! I thought that was going to be intercepted by Tom Brady, or intercepted for Tom Brady Jr. Man, that would have been a difference maker in this game too. That was the break the Pegasi were looking for. As they're looking to try to get a defensive stop here and get the ball right back. And a huge play by Anthony Simmons. He is not in the end zone, but it's a 77-yard catch. Wow, and you're in 1st and goal. The Pegasi are really regretting not going for that 2-point conversion right now. Tristan Moore's in there for his 2nd touchdown. And it's 29-21. We are under a minute remaining in the 4th quarter. Oh, they use a 2nd timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining. And about 70 yards to go. And we are not seeing the right play calls right now for the Pegasi. They just used their last timeout. A.J. Bourne just caused a 2-yard loss on a screen to Noble. and they have no timeouts. They got about 40 seconds left, so they maybe have time for about 3-4 plays, and they haven't taken one deep shot. There's a deep shot. You needed that right there. 19 yards. You're finally across midfield. You got about 23 seconds, probably enough for about 3 plays, depending on how long it takes. Woo! Kellen Noble. Looks like we might be on our last play here because we have 8 seconds. This is it. This is it. Keep an eye on Rios, who's on the left of your screen. Wide open, deep. Bruce Willis just saved this victory as the Pharaohs came into the Pegasi and won on the road, and they moved to 3-2, and the Pegasi fall to 2-3. And the Pharaohs, Tom Brady Jr. gets his first big win of his career. He had 2 interceptions and it didn't matter. He shook it off and came out in the second half and did exactly what was needed of him. Tristan Moore, they didn't want to give him the ball. But he said it doesn't matter. And the little touches y'all gonna give me, I'm gonna make the most of it. Because he's your player of the game. The Egyptian Pharaohs win this thing 29-21. The Pegasi just weren't able to get this one done as they dominated the first half, but the Pharaohs dominated the second half. And Tom Brady Jr. went 16 for 25, 305 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Dingleberry had 73. Damian Pierce-Johnson had 119. Simmons had 89 yards. Touchdown for Pierce-Johnson as well, and 2 for Tristan Moore. When you look at the defensive side of things, man, you had a scoop and score by a McBot to get, and they got a 2-point conversion on, which ended up being a huge difference in this one. Bruce Willis coming in with 7 tackles, along with 2 deflections, and one of those deflections was to stop a touchdown to happen at the end of the game. Wow, this is overall a legit team win by the Pharaohs. They couldn't have done this without literally every single one of these players that they had. Special teams wise, man, not much happened. There's a few punts by Analyzer, a good return at one time by Damian Pierce-Johnson. Look at the Pegasi. A very low scoring game, or a very low passing game for Omar. Only had 140 yards. He did have 2 touchdowns, but I think averaged a little over 12 yards per completion. Not a lot for an offensive performance like this. And then Melly Perez only having 12 for 99. Kyle White didn't see hardly any action that he has been seeing up to this game. Kellen Noble and Melly Perez were really the only 2 factors for this offense today. I'm not sure what has happened to this Pegasi's offense. They were very dominant up until this week. Maybe the Pharaohs have finally arrived. Maybe that 5 interception game by Tom Brady Jr. last year was the wake-up call that they needed to see. Then when you look defensively, Jamari Woods and their safety McBot had him an interception. Other than that, this defense really didn't do a whole lot. It was kind of a back and forth offensive game. D-line didn't do much. Clarence Jenkins had a few good tackles on the outside. But besides that, it was those interceptions, and then the Pharaohs kind of ran the table offensively. You had a very nice pin, though, for the Pegasi on one of their 3 punts of the day. Melly Perez only had 1 return. Didn't go anywhere, though. And that'll do it, though, for this one. As your Pharaohs come in on the road, steal a win from the Pegasi, 29-21. This was a dogfight. This was an insane game. This was Tom Brady Jr.'s breakout performance. And it was just an overall team win by the Pharaohs. A really good showing from them. And let me tell you, this has the potential to be the best week of the CWSFL that we've seen in a long time. And depending on how this next game goes between the Pharaohs and between the Hellhounds and the Pandas, man, this East Division is looking stronger than ever, and I'm here for it. But that'll do it for this one. Our third game of the day, third game of week number 5 of the CWSFL. The Pharaohs take this one and move to 3-2. Pegasi fall to 2-3 on this one. This is very exciting. We appreciate y'all watching this one, though. I enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it. And without further ado, we got the best game of the day showing up next. As we got our Week 5 Game of the Week presented by the Around the World Sports Network. We got the Berlin Hellhounds. The 4-0 Berlin Hellhounds coming to travel and take on the 3-1 Bangkok Pandas. That'll be coming up shortly. Stick around and we'll have it for you. But until then, we'll see you soon. From Bangkok, where we got Week 5 AWS and Game of the Week, where we got the 3-1 Bangkok Pandas taking on your undefeated 4-0 Berlin Hellhounds. This is a dogfight, one of the best rivalries we have here in the CWSFL. I mean, the past 3 seasons, they've matched up at least like 3 times. Well, maybe like 2 seasons. Both of them all down to the wire. It comes down to either whoever scores last or an any given sim type of situation. It is insane. It's thrillers. And what is better than a Jaquan Freesmith versus Jay Money rivalry? We've seen them in the Gold Bowl. We've seen them in the playoffs. We've seen them battling for the division. And now we get to do it all over again in this Season 7, Week 5, Around the World Sports Network Game of the Week. Let's head down to the field.
Hello and welcome back. Tonight we have a very special rivalry game between the Bangkok Pandas and the Berlin Hellhounds. Truly a historic rivalry. 2 neck-and-neck teams fighting for the second place spot, seeing where they land.
Yeah, 2 teams that have matched up 6 times in a span of 2 seasons. And now get to start fresh for Season 7 in their first matchup this year. And the Pandas will start off with the ball.
Ooh, a great pass for 23 yards to Flandy Floss.
This is Flandy Floss's first time in this rivalry, so
is it?
Yeah, he'll have to get up to speed pretty quick here and how things play out.
Ooh, looks like they're sending that pressure package, although he's able to
Trayvon Wright Jr. right over top of him for a 50-yard catch and score. 2 plays, and you're in.
Yeah, that does not feel great. All right. All right, and we're heading back to the kickoff.
And just like that, we're now getting to see how the Berlin Hellhounds will look on offense.
Yeah.
We get to see a very dominant running back, a top 3 running back right now in the CWSFL, and Unknown Safari.
Oh yeah, no, he is. I'm not joking when I say that he is a Hounds legend. He has been here since the very beginning of the Hounds franchise, and I mean he wasn't on here before on the Dragons either. He literally came to us through the team trade.
Wow.
Ooh, 3 tackles to take down Savari.
He broke those 3 tackles. Didn't really get any extra yards. Maybe got 1 off those 3 broken tackles, but still, the fact that it took 3-4 defenders to bring him down.
Yeah, both teams are looking good.
Wow,
That is a
huge
breakaway.
gain right there for Kippa Jones for 40 yards.
There we go. I was gonna say this may be a shootout. We'll have to see till the second half.
Well, the last time that these 2 teams played, it was like 56-49. So we'll have to see how this one goes. First run of the day right there for Safari, and picks up 1.
Yeah. I wonder who he stopped by too. It was you, just to clarify.
Look at that. Iron Vontae Adams coming up. Ooh, chain gangs right there for a 3rd and short.
Did they get the first down? Did they try to get a touchdown while no one's looking? Do they run it? Oh no, they're gonna pass it.
Ooh, just like that. Iron Vontae Adams picks up 12.
Okay. God, you have no idea how anxious for this game I've been. Oh. All right. And it's Dino back to kick. Is that through the goalpost?
Right through the uprights and down the middle.
Yeah, that's a don't mess with me kick right there. That's like you're gonna make me punt, you're gonna make me kick. Okay, and that's Koenig with the stop. I am so glad that Koenig's finally doing something.
We're trying out a new position for him.
Yeah, a little bit new. Still linebacker, of course. But I thought that was an interception.
I did too there for a second, but Trayvon Wright Jr. was just able to go up and get it. Picks up 14 on that one and a first down.
The funny thing is that 22 and 22 both went up to catch it too.
And only 122 was able to bring it down.
Oh, only 8 yards. I say only 8 yards, but that's.
Oh yeah, only 8 yards. I definitely thought maybe off the fall he's able to squeeze the first out of it, but still picks up 8 on a first down.
I was gonna say when they go for the running plays, it just becomes chaos.
Had an open Flandy Floss on the other side, but chose to go over the middle to Jamar Chase and just can't hook up with him.
Okay. All right, and pressure.
Ooh.
He stopped. 4th down. Arthur Wilson coming in clutch. Okay. I was going to say he's been a great player for this defense, and it looks like things are pretty even, but leaning towards the Hounds. Ooh, unable to make that return. No pin. So Indahas really has no chance at, kicker of the year with Greg over there, but, still a good kick. All right, they're in safety watch, and a great pass straight to Kippa. Oh no, Charlie Stagg. I was gonna say I have to resign after that.
That was a wide open Charlie Stagg right there.
Oh my god. Okay, they're gonna go for the throw. Ooh. Unable to keep it in. Grant White with the stop.
The new guy in this Pandas defense, in the secondary unit.
Okay, and they're going to go for the pass again. Got
just incomplete right there. Not sure if it was the pressure that was coming or what happened, but he had an open Charlie Stagg.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game in the CWSFL. He's never going to get those awards like Drew Davis, but
It's going to bring up a 4th and 5 here. Are we going to see the punt team? Or
I
are
was
they
going
going
to
to
say
go for it?
they have to kick it, right? They have to go for the kick.
You,
Oh,
you,
they're going for the punt? No way.
well, I guess just sitting around the midfield point, I guess it's just a
Oh, no,
little.
no, no, no. No, no. Dino can make those. Dino can make those. I've seen him do crazier stuff. He's made a 58-yard field goal. Okay, second quarter.
Trayvon Wright comes
Yeah.
up with a big 25-yard catch.
These teams are just too even to feel comfortable. Okay, dropping back to pass again. Ooh, there was the potential for some pressure, but got kind of knocked around on that trench.
It was good pocket awareness right there by Jamari. He was able to slide a little to the right to make a throw cross field to the left to Herb Collins. Gonna bring a screen right there and just not really go anywhere.
Deflected by Koenig? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, 0 for 1 third down conversions. That doesn't mean anything right now. In
Ooh,
his face.
again had another
Stop.
Flaney Floss open on the sideline. Just
Yeah,
tried to get it to
God.
Jamar Chase.
Pokey, shout out to Pokey right now, because there's no way we're gonna survive this without them.
And another punt.
And it's probably gonna just stop right there. Yeah. Pinned? Nope, no pin. It's pretty hard to get a pin actually.
Yeah, especially
All
when
right.
they consider the pin only, where the pin is only inside the 5. It's instead of
Safety
inside the
watch.
10. Interception by Tina.
What?
Take it
What?
to the house right there. Pick 6.
No.
Oh, man. And the Pandas get in the end zone.
I'm not gonna lie, Serox. You about had to censor me.
Well, everyone knows Jaquan Freesmith has had struggles when he throws towards Tina's way in his career.
Yeah, well. Oh, that's just disappointing. But it's okay.
There's still a whole lot of time left in this one, so.
Yeah. I was gonna say we still have half the back half, and you know how the back half goes. And it's a run by Unknown Safari, taking it for a
A
big
huge
gain.
gain.
41
Huge.
yards.
And chased down from behind by Tina. Tina wasn't able to catch up to him there. He might have been able to find his way into the end zone.
I know.
There was a huge gap between him and the next man. Oh, that one looked like it was going straight to Kraus, but instead Phoebe Storm with another big play.
You have no idea, like, how relieving it is to know that these players can just play, and I don't have to worry about this. It's like, to a degree, it's kind of like, I wish I could go in and I could, just micromanage everything, but
Leo
just
Lamont
gotta
comes up
leave
with a
it to him.
2-yard loss there.
Yeah. All right. 1 for 2, 50% chance. Let's see. Ooh, there is a wide open receiver.
Ooh.
No way.
Give him 11 right there. Almost
Whip
nearly sacked, but was able to get it to the man, Kippa Jones,
Oh.
who's having a breakout season.
Smith isn't getting sacked. There are like 9 options before being sacked for him.
Most definitely. That's why you haven't seen a sack yet on him.
Has he had one all season?
Yeah, there's been some, just not yet in this one.
Okay. And right there.
Smith.
Right to Smith.
Wow, I feel like it's his first career touchdown, but I know that can't be true.
No, it really can't be, but God, I love this team so much. Just so much fun. It's a bunch of weirdos, really.
I will say that is Smith's first touchdown of this season,
Yes, yeah.
and now his second in his career.
God, that camera sometimes. All right. Let's see what they can do. Going for the run. Actually, a good choice.
A big run
Oh,
to the outside to Herb Collins.
I mean, yeah. I'm surprised it stopped at 23 though, because we saw Safari go down with that 54-yarder, was it? I don't remember. Sorry, I'm already blanking. But
Give him a
ooh,
9-yard
second and
run
one.
there. Bangkok's going to use their second timeout as a minute 15 is remaining in this second quarter.
Oh, they better watch out. They better not leave too much time on the clock. Straight down the middle. Ooh, gets them a first down, but was that a mistake?
Big D Rock.
Okay. Let's see what they do here. Going for a throw, a screen, and tackled from behind. Looks like that's Asher.
Wow, and the first time the screen has actually been successful to Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how successful it be
Well, the last
necessarily.
two went for negative 2 yards, so this one was positive.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. You know what? That's enough. That is just
Hey,
simply
as
enough.
long as it would have even been a negative 1 yard loss, still better than the last two.
Yeah, for sure. Here.
And the Pandas are about on the 5-yard line here as they look to try to punch it in, and Herb Collins gets in the end zone for a
Oh,
4-yard touchdown reception. And the Pandas are back on top in this one. But there still is 28 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
ooh, so close to getting a stop too. Let's see what Berlin can do here. If they can even just get a field goal, that's gonna be big. I was gonna say because they start out with the ball next half. So,
Yep. It
oh
comes
boy.
in big games. The last 2 minutes of the first half and the first 2 minutes are very important.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Going, ooh, ooh, caught it.
Caught it, but
I
laid on the ground for just a few seconds.
Yeah. Oh, that's painful. That's a bad break. I'm not gonna lie, that's just bad. Okay, I'd say we got about two more plays here. Ooh, a catch by Aaron Vante. Time out. How much is left? If it's
There's
like
about 11
eight
seconds,
seconds.
10 seconds.
Okay.
You got about
Okay,
two
that's
plays.
enough for two plays, yeah. 200 even today, this offense. Okay.
Only a 3-man
Going.
rush. Wow.
Ooh.
And there is no time
No.
remaining on the clock, but that is a huge play
Oh.
for Kippa Jones that would have set them up for a field goal right before the half.
I think this is going to be how the rest of the game goes, though. You know.
And that'll do it for the first half. As this has been a very exciting one. It's been back and forth. Both teams have not let up, and it's a good one. As we have a pick six here from Tina, and Jaquan Freesmith has only got three incompletions, but has 2 touchdowns. With a score of 21-14, the Pandas right now are currently leading at home, and the Hellhounds should get the ball to start the third quarter, so they got a chance to try to tie this thing back up.
A little nostril. All right. All right. Okay. All right.
Let's get this
This
third
is
quarter started.
Yeah, this is where it gets real. And through the end zone. Okay, well now is where it gets real. You can't count that. All right. And they're dropping back to pass as usual and going for Einvante for a first down with 13 yards.
I had a whole lot of time there in the pocket, was able to maneuver around and find who he wanted.
Okay, inside
Ooh,
run to Phoebe Storm. 1 yard.
ran over Cletus McGee, but was brought down by Pablo Sanchez.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to get yards, but I think the key here is efficiency, right?
Most definitely. Ooh,
Ooh, Iron Vontae once again.
right over JB's head, right into the hands of Vontae Adams.
Iron is just such a trooper. I love that guy.
From where he was in his rookie season to where he is now is just insane.
Oh, for sure. And that's straight to unknown Safari for 7. But no, I do think that this Hellhounds is actually in its ascendancy. I think that it's approaching the peak where the polar bears were rather quickly. We when we watched the polar bears back in season 5, season 6, they still had some faults, but they were a scary and efficient team who could really just change on a dime. And I think that this team is going that way. It's not quite Bears peak, but it's close in how scary it is.
I mean, since the moment came into the league, being a contender.
Yeah, I mean you were too, and that's why the rivalry began, and then got so much bigger.
Touchdown, Kipper Jones.
But Jones,
14-yard
put some
catch and
respect on
score.
his name.
And we got a chance to tie this thing back up.
And that's straight down the middle. Okay. Kicking it deep. Touchback. Tied ball game. Let's see where this goes. This is going to be the true test. See what happens for the Pandas. Ooh, pressured. Although he's able
what
to.
a spin
Ooh.
move by Dante Green.
Yeah, he just did a little sidestep, and 4 guys were all standing there like, what the hell just happened?
And was able to get 31 on that. And they are now across midfield.
Oh, this doesn't feel good. But you know what? Let's see. And you know what? Those outside runs hurt. They hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
And touchdown, Herb Collins picks up 44. I thought the safety was going to be able to get him because he was taking an amazing angle, but he was just not able to bring him down.
My mouth is wide open. Oh my God.
And we are now 28-21 with 2 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. We got a touchback here.
Big surprise, right? Oh my
I
God.
didn't know we'd see many touchbacks in this one.
Okay, they're dropping back to pass. And, ooh, stop. Stop by Tina, too. That hurt. That kind of stings. Ooh, okay.
JB was flying in for Free Smith right there, but Free Smith just keeps on getting it out too quick. Ooh.
Oh, for sure. And Iron Vontae again with the drop. Just
JB.
unable to pull it in. Okay. Big time down right now. They're 3 for 4. Let's see what happens. I don't think that they've been in quite a situation like this. Oh. 3 and out, too. Okay.
Bring up a 4th down and 10 here.
Oh no, and he missed the tackle too. Oh,
and a huge punt return right there for the Pandas.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna take like an interception or a fumble here to actually, Ooh, stopped.
Run up the middle for D-Rock, only gets a yard.
Stopped by Koenig. Okay. And he's running on the outside, which is a big...
And give him a 35-yard run for Herb Collins there. But a huge tackle at the 1-yard line that just saved a touchdown play.
Yeah, but, we'll see what goes on here. Oh, stopped! Oh, that's a stop! By Koenig, too!
I'm telling you, teams have had a huge task trying to get 1 yard these past 24 hours.
Oh, my God. Is this a stand?
It could be.
Stopped again by Koenig! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This may be
Wow.
Pull it up the backfield.
What a play call by the
Help from me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, and they're going to go for the field goal too. That's good. That's
Very,
good.
a very smart decision right there to go ahead and just take the 3.
I mean, it would have been nice to blow you up on, 4th down, but
I have seen
okay.
too much of that within the past 24 hours. That take the 3.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
And it's
let's
time
see
for the
what we
4th
do.
quarter.
10 points down. This is where we need to make it real.
9-yard catch by Vontae Adams right there. As he now has 77 yards receiving on the day. Three-man rush, ton of time. Interception by Leo Lamont.
Oh my God.
The second interception for Jaquan Freesmith today.
Oh my God. Oh, that just hurts. Okay.
Probably should
Ooh,
have stayed on the
stop.
outside on that one, but was able to pick up 3. As the Hellhounds have 5 tackles for loss for today.
Just wow. Oh, and unable to make it happen. Oh.
And is he in? Oh, wow. Another huge stop at the 1-yard line. Last time it had to settle for 3 because they couldn't get 1 yard. Are we going to see that again?
Oh my God. If they are able to stop
And
this.
Herb Collins is able to get into
No.
the end zone on a 1-yard run. Give him 2 now for the day and 182 yards on the ground. And it's right through the middle.
That's honestly probably the game right there.
With a score of 38-21, we got 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in this one. The Hounds are coming right back out on offense.
Yeah, although it's definitely going to take a big turnover by the Pandas in order to get things moving like they need to. And then plus a little extra too. But
Well, that's a good play to try to get things started. 21 to Kippa Jones.
yeah.
He's having himself a day with 6 receptions, 147 yards, 1 touchdown.
Okay, dropping back to pass. Is there anyone open? And it's Iron Vontae. Is he gonna make it?
Ooh,
No,
tackled from
nobody gets
behind.
close.
Nathan Bodie is able to bring him down there, but he's still able to pick up a 43-yard catch and run before that happens. Great play right there by Vontae Adams. Great
Phenomenal.
find. Great find by
Phenomenal.
Freesmith.
And is that?
And there it is. Touchdown. 9 yards. Iron Vontae Adams.
Okay, the game isn't lost, but it's gonna be an uphill climb. The Hounds have been back from worse, but okay.
Ooh, tried to come flying in on the outside, just not able to get it done.
It's never an easy game. It's never an easy game when it's us.
Oh, of course not. It wouldn't be the best rivalry in the league if it was.
Yeah, then we call it Lancers versus Bears, right?
I don't think I've ever seen a good game out of that one.
Yeah, I think it was before our time, sadly, but
It's all right. Since our time has shown, we got the best rivalry.
yeah. Oh my God.
2 minutes and 30
No.
seconds here in this one.
I will say there's definitely going to be some adjustments on defense moving forward.
Herb Collins picks up 26 there, over 200 now on the ground, and a first down.
Okay.
As we are getting ready to hit your 2-minute warning.
So I have a question for you.
Yep.
What happens if the Hellhounds beat the Polar Bears? Where do the rankings fall then? Because at that point, then we have kind of like a rock paper scissors thing
I guess
going on.
it then follows the point differential.
No, I mean like I know the official tying process. I just mean
and Herb Collins is a huge 34-yard run there. Another touchdown saving tackle on. If we're back on the 2-yard line here, as they're gonna try to punch this in, but gets one, but
two.
Or they gave him 2 on that.
I
don't know how it was on the 2-yard line. How they giving him 2 and not in the end zone? He's from like what is he, like a hair out? And he's able to get it there. He's able to punch that one in. And now we have 3 running backs today with a hat trick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the score looks way worse than what it was, because really what it did come down to is that one pick six by Tina Weir. I'm gonna have to come back for revenge next time.
You know, I have a feeling that next time's going to be for the division.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how last season was. And then we got to fight right back the next week for a trip to the Gold Bowl.
Oh boy,
Kippa Jones. Almost at 200 receiving yards.
I sent a message in the Hellhounds server, and it still holds true too, that as much as we as much as we want to win this game, as much as we believe that we can win, it's also one of those instances where it's going to be a tough one. Every game like this is going to be a tough one. Oh, did he? Oh
Wow.
no! But
not able to get in the end zone on that one, but he is now over 200 receiving yards on the day with 8 receptions. Kippa Jones,
big man, big yard.
Kippa Jones is making a case for himself to win Most Improved Player of the Year.
Ooh, and that's just Stag right there. First touchdown of the day.
In a big play right there for Charlie Stagg. As it'll now be 45-35. We got 30 seconds remaining here in this one, but the Pandas are up by 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say
what can happen here.
But yeah, it's we lost this one. There's 2 games, between us in the season, and this next one, this is the testing ground, see where we are, and then that next one is the big one. It always is the big one.
A big find right there to the tight end, Flandy Floss, as the Pandas are still moving the ball here in this one, as there's 6 seconds remaining.
All right.
So now after this, the Polar Bears are the only undefeated team remaining.
Oh, apparently it stopped at the 1 second mark. Are they gonna kick a?
It really stopped at the one with. Oh man, that's what happens right there, because that clock should have ran out. It stopped at the 1 for no reason, no timeout or nothing.
Asher is mad. Asher is mad.
He said, "You know what? I can't leave with the win, but I'm definitely leaving with a block kick."
I was gonna say, yeah, you know what? We lost this one. It's your home turf. Whatever. We're coming back next time, and we are shoving you into the ground.
It's all right. We'll be ready for it.
Yeah, bet.
We'll be ready for it.
I'm gonna have Asher pull down your man into the ground. Just you watch.
Herb Collins is going to be your player of the game in this one. Did a little bit of just everything out there. Had 17 rushes, 265 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 receptions, 12 yards, and a touchdown. Give him 4 TDs on the day.
Yeah, no, he definitely deserves it. Great game. A lot of fun watching it. I wish it had gone the other way, and if it wasn't for that one pick six, it would have. But it'll be fine. It'll be okay.
The Bangkok Pandas are finally able to break that whole home field advantage thing, as it seems like away teams have had the edge this season outside of game of the weeks. But Pandas win this one 45-35 over your Berlin Hellhounds. And Quan Freesmith still had an insane game. 420 yards passing, 5 touchdowns. He did have 2 interceptions to Tina and Leo Lamont, but he did throw for 5 touchdowns in this one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that second one. God.
Over 200 yards for Kippa Jones, 145 for Ian Bronte Adams, a touchdown for Smith, Charlie Stagg.
You know what's hard about the Pandas?
What's that?
You are so good at stopping the run, and you are so good at running the ball. And those 2 things combined are just awful to deal with.
Yeah, there's been a very dangerous run game here by the Hounds. With that just two back formation, it's just been nasty. But today we saw Jaquan Freesmith show, and he's able to still pick up 5 touchdowns, as I believe that probably puts him in first place now on passing touchdowns in the league.
Really? Wow.
And then defensively, wow. On the D line, Asher McSprouderson had the big day down there.
Yeah, too bad for Kills only getting the tackle. That guy's so active. He's just a great guy to talk and have around. So wish he had a bigger day in this rivalry, but you know what? Next time.
Yeah, he's one of those that you see him a lot in the, when it comes to things for the Hounds, upgrading every time, but still a force at the defensive tackle spot.
Wait, hold on. Before we move on, look at number 54.
8 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and a deflection. I don't think learning that outside linebacker role has been too hard for him.
Yeah, that's definitely an insane stat block. I'm not gonna like that. That's
led the team in tackles and tackles for loss.
I was gonna say Koenig's kind of just been like a hidden figure here for a while now.
Most definitely.
Especially at ILB. I really hope that we're able to see something come out of this, but we'll see down the line.
I think you might have just found a good spot.
Yeah. Let's hope.
And then as we look at the special team side of things, outside of the 5 extra points and 2 good punts from Dino Dill, there wasn't really ever a kick or a punt return for Mr. Unknown Safari.
Yeah, no, which there are definitely some that were recoverable. So we might see Iron Vante get back into the returning here shortly.
Wouldn't that be something to see Iron Vontae Adams get back there? Looking at the Pandas offense on their side of things, this was the lowest passing attempt game by the Pandas so far this season. But J Money's still able to pick up two passing touchdowns, one to Herb Collins and one to Trayvon Wright. Trayvon Wright had 3 huge catches, and then the whole thing on offense was trust in Herb. 17 runs for 265 yards. 4 total touchdowns. Have yourself a day, Herb Collins.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the thing about this run-first division is that those running backs hurt. They hurt with a vengeance. So, out west they don't quite have anything like it, but
no, they do not. But when you look at the defensive side of things, Nathan Bodie coming up big with 10 tackles, a pick 6 from Tina, an interception as well from Leo Lamont. And Bosa and both DNs, Bosa and McGee, and the defensive tackle Snack Pack had zeros across the board. The only person on the D line to do anything was Pablo Sanchez, Big Baby Carter.
Oh boy.
When you look at the special team side of things, you had one good punt return by Tina, and than that, not much on the return game. You had a few punts by the Pandas and a 22-yard field goal. Wow. We had ourselves a game of the week for week 5, presented by the Around the World Sports Network. We got the Pandas and the Hellhounds. Pandas were able to take care of home field advantage to win this thing 45-35. They moved to 4-1 now on the season, while the Hounds fall to 4-1. And that leaves one undefeated team remaining in the Minnesota Polar Bears. This was a good one. It was an exciting one. It was a whole lot of fun. Wow. It was a lot closer feeling than the 10-point difference that the score shows. This is a dogfight. And like you said, the real difference was in this one. I guess that pick 6 by Tina. I guess that kind of maybe, I don't really want to say flip things, but I guess
It did. It did.
Guess kind of made it to where the Pandas had a little bit of a cushion. So
Yeah. Are we still recording?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I gotta head out. So
But this was a good one. It was a lot of fun. We appreciate y'all watching this week 5 of the CWSFL. We'll be back on Saturday for week 6. We hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time, peace out.